Hey, what's going on, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you are Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet, they are saying that they're fighting over his need to keep the relationship private while she loves attention. Y'all, Timothy is gaslighting Kylie. I would feel sorry for her, but yeah, let's get into this. Okay, sources deep in the Kardashian camp are swearing that Timothy and Kylie's relationship, again, some people said they broke up. They have not been seen together in months. He does not lift a finger to come support her in anything. Anything. They can't say they're keeping this relationship private because everybody sees them out together, right? But they're saying that the relationship has been suffering due to Kylie's unrelenting desperation to be the center of attention. This is a source close to Timothée Chalamet. Now, let me tell you something. I think Timothy is done with Kylie. I really honestly do. But it's weird, but he's also gaslighting her. Kylie is in another situationship. Remember when Travis wouldn't even say they were in an open relationship while she was pregnant with his second child and said they was only together 8 months total and always treated her as disposable? Timothy's doing the same thing, but he's doing it wrapped in art house. Like after he publicly told everybody, Kylie's disposable. She's just a plaything. Like, do as you will, right? He then posted this stupid romantic song on his Instagram with just the words, not even his face, just the words. And then Kylie reposted it on her Instagram with the whole face. Now, mind you, the song, if you're wondering what it was, and the lyrics were like, I can't wait to get to you. I'm going to F you or treat you right. Something that's just like, Kylie, babes, this isn't giving what you think it is. Someone desiring your body, someone desiring your company, someone desiring everything you are, but still never claiming you, that is a loss, and it's worse than Travis. Okay, and for everybody being like, Tisa, it's not that serious, it's not that serious. Yes, it is, because look at it in a deeper level. We all saw the receipt he's trying to act like he didn't give, right? That pretentious little quote, I just don't have anything to say. That wasn't just a breakup. That was a 3-word high fashion public eviction notice. Again, you guys, zoom out. This isn't just about heartbreak. This is about bad math. Kylie is a branding genius. Love her or hate her, she is. She poured jet fuel, time, and emotional support into this man, hoping for a simple return, legitimacy. And he paid her back with a public message that screamed, you were worth 0 to me. Again, you guys, the fact that Kylie doesn't even see this, listen, we gotta look at the staggering cost of Kylie's vision, okay? She retired the messy rapper baby daddy aesthetic, okay? And she decided she was trading up for prestige. Timothée was her acceptance letter to cultural respectability. She thought dating him would finally make the industry say, okay, she's one of us now, and she's a highbrow. She treated Timothée like a golden asset who needed round-the-clock support. And this is where the balance sheet gets, it's amazing, right? She literally was his mobile celebrity support unit. I know what you're saying. Timothy's famous. Timothée didn't need Kylie. Yes, he did, because he wanted to be a mainstream success. He wants to be the Tom Cruise of his generation. He wants it. He feels it. He's desperate for it. Or else he never even would have immediately hooked up with Kylie. All right? We're not talking about her hopping in an Uber. She was flying her own private jet, using her own resources across continents to be his personal cheering section on movie sets, on movie premieres. Again, think about the fuel cost alone. Think about the time it gave away from her babies, right? Just so he could feel supported and hold her hand for a pap shot. But that support was dollars and revenue. Kylie knew, at least we thought she knew at that time, the value she held for that man. You know? And in return, what did she get? A few blurry photos at a basketball game and a couple of smooches at the Golden Globes? This was a horrible investment on her part. She invested so much time, millions, in publicity. The publicity that Kylie gave Timothée without him spending a penny, baby, it was millions. Jet fuel, security, just to get the minimum return of a public appearance. Again, you guys, look at the sheer embarrassing effort Kylie put in versus the minimal thing she asked for. She treated this like a high-level Netflix contract. Again, it boggles. And you guys, she left her kids flying her private jets across oceans to show up on his movie sets and at the premiere. And at the end, he snuck her in the back door. She just got to make a appearance on the red carpet, but he still won't say who she is. Again, she wasn't asking him to move to Calabasas. She was his mobile one-person PR firm. Again, now for Timothée to gaslight her and be like, no, I just have a need for privacy. Timothée, give us a break, okay? This was a message to Timothée telling Kylie, I have the power to erase you. She invested everything to make him look cool. He did the absolute bare minimum, literally nothing, to show the world that she was anything more than a 2-month summer fling. Again, this is humiliating and it's a zero investment return. And when you think about it, as much as people try to elevate Timothée from Travis Scott, right? The Travis Scott contrast, that's the cruelest element of it. He was actually better to her than Timothée was. Travis, we all know, he is actually really, really private, but he understood the transaction. He validated Kylie. He called her wifey and acknowledged their connection. He paid the fee. He paid for her life. Timothée, this sensitive man, refused to pay anything, publicly implying the entire relationship was beneath his time. He didn't protect the relationship, he denied it had value. He sent a clear signal to everyone, you're not a partner, you're a temporary cultural moment. That makes this such a brutal failure. And the fact that he's trying to spin it because he doesn't want to look like a jerk, because he did use Kylie and did play her, he's trying to say that she's just obsessed with being famous. That's what it is. The man that had her courtside, this man agreed to literally walk into the biggest concert of the year, Beyonce's concert, stand right in front of the paparazzi, and then have a makeout session of epic return. And you mean to tell us this man wants to keep it private? This man that has cultivated an image of Kylie being his plus one? You cannot be serious. And Kylie, you cannot be this stupid. Again, as much as he tries to post, that's like somebody saying, we're just friends. And then when you flip out, the next morning they're posting love songs on their Instagram stories, but it's not to you. Kylie, you are being used. This humiliating moment, the most humiliating moment, was his silence. When he said, I just don't have anything to say. He wasn't saying, this is sacred. He wasn't saying, he wasn't saying, oh, I'm happier than I've ever been. He wasn't doing anything. This wasn't meaningful enough to acknowledge. He literally said, this isn't anything enough. This is not enough of relevance, this relationship, to attach my name to it. That one sentence was a public message to every elite fashion designer, cool kid, the circles Kylie's trying to get into. Every elite in Hollywood, the very rooms Kylie has spent years trying to get into, that she wasn't worth the acknowledgement. He didn't just distance himself, sweetie. He used a Vogue interview to completely destroy your value. Again, I can't believe Kylie's falling for this. Timothée wanted the cultural stamp, the thrilling exposure of a new ecosystem, the viral headlines that the Kardashian machine effortlessly generates. This was an aesthetic experiment. He got the buzz. He got the high-profile pap shots that made him seem accessible. And then he literally plans to return to his regular programming, pretending like it never happened. And now, sources close to Timothée is saying that Kylie is a spotlight addict, which gets on the nerves of Timothée. Are you serious? This man, we have seen his tongue down her throat 15 different ways. At this point, you're not keeping the relationship private. You want us to talk. You want us to know. Yo, I guess at the end of the day, we've all been there, right? Listen, they're saying that Timothée hasn't responded to any of the texts or calls for weeks from Kylie, though sources trust the relationship isn't over and prospects of fixing the problems remain likely. They said never say never, but he's realized they aren't on the same page. Something is broken between them. You guys, how sad. And you know why he did this? Because she's been pressuring him for a bit to cement their relationship and perhaps start a family. But Timothée just wants to focus on trying to fix their issues and differences. He got fed up with it and wants to take a break. You guys, this is sad. I almost feel sorry for Kylie, but not really. But you know what? Like I said, we've all been there. And if you haven't, thank your lucky stars. But at the end of the day, Kylie, this man, he literally disrespected you to the world and then put up an Instagram story. And you're like, oh yeah, it's private. It's not private, darling. We all know you're dating. Timothée has just got everything he needed out of you. And now he's ready to move on. And the sad thing is, Kylie is back to the Travis deal, where you do all this, you show up and you're still never going to get what you want out of the relationship. Give it up. How old is Timothée? 25, 26, 27? He's like one of the biggest stars in the world. Move on to someone that's on the same wavelength. But you know what? It is what it is. You guys, what do you think? What do you think? I know this isn't over. I'm waiting for Kris Jenner to weigh in because, oof, I know she's mad. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.